All right, my watch list for tomorrow. CLNE is one of them. I like the volume here last few days, and you kind of have a possible trend line break. They had some good news. Today, I believe they came out with good news. So keep this one on watch. That's CLNE. Let's see, I've got some bounce plays I want to highlight. Potential bounce plays, I should say. SYY is one of them. Had a nice pop on yesterday, and then today kind of a lower volume inside day. So let's watch that one. Sometimes you get the pop, the inside day, and then a secondary move. So SYY on watch for that. MTW had some support right here. Let's get the drawing tool going here. Some support right there. You know, you had this little consolidation right in this area. So now you can't see it on this chart, but it's also sitting kind of a doji candle at the 100-day. I don't have the 100-day on this chart, but so possible long watch for tomorrow. QTWW, this one's really interesting. I actually had a losing trade in this one today trying to bottom feed, but only lost about a nickel a share because I waited for what I thought was the right moment, and it had a pretty good risk-reward setup. Having said all that, this one, I think, is overdone. Okay, it was over 6, and now, I mean, it's cut in half in one day, massive volume. And then after hours, almost before the close, PR Newswire here, Ryder partners with Quantum to offer new technology for compressed natural gas truck fleets. It sounds like a big deal, especially for a stock that was just cut in half. Okay, so if I'm one of the people that shorted this late in the day down here, you know, around $3. I'm going to be a little scared in the morning. So you could get a little short covering. You know, sometimes on an intraday basis, these things, shorts get a hold of it and you just can't catch a bounce. All right. I have after hours on here. Didn't get a lot of volume, but I mean, this news came out almost before after hour session closed. So some people that were around, I guess, jumped in. But this one, you could get a pretty nice bounce tomorrow in QTWW. Had I been around, I probably would have nibbled on some, you know, 325 and below, had I been around and seen that news, but unfortunately I wasn't. So, you know, I'm just stuck watching it for a bounce play tomorrow. Let's see, FNSR daily chart. This one's down, I don't know, 10 days in a row, something like that, and it's hitting the 200-day today. So if you look at all these days down, today was like the biggest one of this whole sell-off, with the exception of maybe this one right here. But you've seen this before in our videos. United Airlines most recently, when something's down this many days in a row, then gets a big push to the 200-day, it goes on bounce watch. So FNSR is on bounce watch. KSS, now this is just one day down into the 200-day, but it still deserves to be on bounce watch, especially if the market gets any, you know, any support. FEYE, a couple others to watch. Closed at 37.13. You can see this was a new issue back in September, and is back down near the lows. Then in after hours they reported, and now it's down at basically $33. The low that this thing ever was right around 33.30 back here. So this gap down might be viable. Depends on what happens tomorrow, but it's worth watching. Okay, you know, some people would point out that this was almost $100 in early March. That doesn't really mean that much to me. Wish I'd have shorted it then, right? But the gap down, they might buy it from there. You know, with it being right at its post IPO lows. So keep that one on a chart. And then Electronic Arts, you know, a little sell off today, closing at 28.05, and then after hours all the way up at 32.50. Okay, so you know, a nice surprise gap to the upside, and 32.50 looks like, I don't know if it's probably, yeah, it's not all-time highs, but it's definitely recent highs. So keep Electronic Arts EA on long watch. I think that's my entire list. All right, so that's what I'm going to be watching tomorrow. Always keep an eye on the SPY, the overall market when you're trading, but should get some good. We should get some good trades out of this list tomorrow. All right, have a good night. We'll talk to you later.